Well, again, welcome to the first edition of Retail Week for 2018.
Yes,
I got the year right.
you did.
That's a good start.
It's a good start.
Paul Schrimpf, Eric Sfiligoj again. So, I guess there's some news. A little bit of it's a little bit slow during the holidays. Always people actually get to take a breath and kind of think about how they're going to approach the year. So, not a ton of new stuff, but things here and there. So we've got a few tidbits.
Couple of tidbits, as you mentioned, Paul. We're in a new year, 2018, and Paul, if you want to shed a few tears, the end of 2017, we officially said goodbye to Potash and Agrium as two separate companies. Starting January 2nd, a few days after we're filming this, Nutrien is now the new company name and being traded on stock exchanges in the U.S. and in Canada. So for fertilizer suppliers, we're going to see obviously two become one. So now Nutrien is in the world. So.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that we further consolidation in the fertilizer market, but yet there we are.
There we are. And another tidbit, of course, we've been talking a lot about consolidation at the cooperative level, and found out this week, Paul, that we've got another one in the works in eastern Washington. I know we've had two cooperatives merge, three merge into a single cooperative. This one takes the cake. 5 cooperatives in eastern Washington are going to be merging. Let me get the names correct here. That's going to be Central Washington Grain Growers, Union Warehouse Company, Odessa Union Warehouse Cooperative, Reardon Grain Growers, and Elmira Farmers Warehouse Company. These 5 operations are going to hopefully have their operations combined by April 1st. And as always, Paul, the reasons behind this, they had aging infrastructure that they're hoping to improve by joining resources. And, of course, they want to save money.
Sure. It's always a good reason to join together, especially with all the regulations, regulatory issues, and logistical needs to get together to combine forces.
Very good. And I know you have some news about accelerating things in the world of precision.
We'll talk about this at the break.
Precision program managers will be supercharging their business skills and their careers at the PrecisionAg Professional Accelerator, June 26th to the 28th in Brookings, South Dakota. Mark your calendar and look for more details in the weeks ahead.
Well, welcome back from the break. I wanted to mention something I was thinking of. I had a conversation with Derek Kopic when I was at the ARA and was visiting with Jay Vroom at Crop Life America last week. Mm-hmm. One of the things he had mentioned, we were kind of reviewing conference and some of the things that happened and talked about the Farmers Business Network presentation. And something Darren mentioned to me was interesting. He said that the FBN's interested in getting responsible ag designation for their warehouses, which
very interesting.
It's a bit of a gauntlet laid down, I would think, from a standpoint of wanting to show maybe stewardship at a level beyond the norm. It'd be interesting to see if that actually comes to pass. And frankly, if they're going to be in, we certainly encourage everyone to show their responsibility as in the most, in the way that demonstrates it the strongest. Certainly, responsible ag would be a high bar for them to achieve. So. We'll keep an eye on it and maybe dig a little deeper and see what's going on, but that certainly would be very interesting. So I guess you got one more thing?
One more thing. It wouldn't be a Retail Week edition without some mention of Dicamba.
No, it would not.
Of course, Paul, we're gearing up for the 2018 season. I know that a lot of states, Arkansas, Minnesota, North Dakota, are all looking at some restrictions, among others, regarding when dicamba can be applied and after which date it can be used by applicators and growers. But we found out this week that Monsanto is offering some incentive to growers. They're offering to offer cash back for the growers that plant dicamba-resistant soybeans in 2018. Based on the numbers, Paul, it looks like it's about $11 per acre for a grower to plant dicamba-resistant soybeans from Monsanto, but Monsanto is going to reimburse them for about $6 per acre. So for about $5 per acre, they can put in the soybean that won't die if you spray it with dicamba.
Well, it's interesting. It just puts more rebates and more, those incentive programs create a whole other layer of management for everybody, and
yes.
They want folks to use these products, and they're important to use, but. we'll see what happens. I'll see how it comes out. I don't know.
All right.
Well, is that it?
That's it
Are
for
we
this
done?
week, yes.
Well, again, happiest of New Year's, best of luck as you prepare for the season ahead, and we will see you next week.